I'm joined by Sanaa Clausse, Head of Business Development at International Capital Markets Association. Thank you, Sanaa, for joining me.
Hi, Mohamed. Thank you very, very much for
Thank
having
you.
me. It's a pleasure
So,
being here.
as a start, what inspired you to join the ICA event today?
Actually, I have been attending the ICA Conference for many, many years now, more than a decade, as a delegate to start with and as an exhibitor. And this year, the UAE kindly invited me to be a speaker. I'm moderating the repo panel and my colleague as well, and we also took a stand. For me, the ICA Conference is really the event that you must be attending if you are serious about developing treasury and fixed income in the region.
You have a session, I believe today, right?
It's coming up later today, yes.
About the repo market.
Absolutely.
So maybe without giving it all away, just a glimpse of what we're going to discuss?
Course. Of course, we're going to be looking at the different aspects of the repo market. First and foremost, setting up the scene, why is repo so important? Some people will tell you that without a strong and resilient repo market, you have no liquidity on the secondary market. This is how important is repo, but still it is sometimes a bit complicated for people. There are things to actually develop. The international investors are interested in looking at the region, but we still do need to do a few things to take it to the next level, like bring in new market participants. Very, very most importantly, developing standards of best practice in the region, including regulatory framework and legal framework. We have seen some very good developments recently with the netting opinion and netting regulation in Saudi that actually led to a GMRA, GMSLA, and ISDA legal opinion that is going to be helping developing the market there. Amongst other things, there are some operational things that we need to develop. We're also looking at the potential, which is actually huge, of Islamic repo. But once again, we actually would need to do more standardization. There's a huge fragmentation of the legal framework. Every transaction has to be renegotiated, and we are working at ICMA with the IIFM towards a standardized Sharia-compliant repo agreement, not only for the region, but that could be used globally. And last but not least, we're going to be talking about the necessity of working together as an industry, putting the Middle East in the global map.
Well, that's bring us to the next question, which is the potential that you see in capital markets, specifically Middle East and specifically UAE.
The potential is actually huge, and you really see it from the interest of the global market toward the region. The UAE in particular, because for me there's no such thing, well, there is the MENAT region, but each of the different markets are very, very different. UAE is leading by far as being very, very sophisticated, intent, and having the infrastructure, very strong skills in the region, in the country. The potential is there, but the liquidity is lacking. And it's something that we need to work together, because there's a few things that we'll be needing. New market participants, basically investors, the real investors, the hedge fund asset managers, etc., may it be local and international, the development of Islamic finance, standardization, working with the regulators, but also as an industry. It's not only the responsibility of the regulator to actually regulate and develop the market. We can work on that together. There is also a big interest in terms of bond issuance from international counterparties and local ones. We are based in London and Zurich, but we have global membership. Every time we do organize an event in the region, and we have done quite a few in partnership, including with the UAE FMA, that was very, very successful a couple of years ago. We see around 100 to 250 delegates, and they are growing for one-day event. We are seeing much more coming from the international and regional counterparties.
And I mean, this might pose a bit of question, because UK specifically and Europe in general has been operating capital markets for so long, and they have the expertise there. And if I can ask you, what do you see the UAE specifically doing differently that gives them a bit of an edge at the moment when it comes to capital markets, if there is?
By no means I'm a capital market expert, but from what I'm seeing in discussion with clients, members, and counterparties, the UAE is very innovative, very pragmatic, and there are a lot of skills here in the region. It is actually quite refreshing. You see that in terms of the innovation, the number of bond issuances, the sophistication and alignment to international standards. It's actually very much pushing. The region has a strategic, geopolitical, and economic potential.
Give me your feedback in one word about the ICA event today.
This ICA event organized by the UAE FMA is by far the best conference I have seen from an ICA perspective, but also in the region. An amazing mix of delegates from the region, but also from outside. We see that has sustained a lot of leads generated, very interesting discussions, not only for membership, but also development of the market, capacity building, including on some of the work that we're doing with the UAE FMA on the Dubai program. It's been an absolute pleasure, and I will definitely do it again. I would recommend to anyone who is interested in this region to exhibit and sponsor, or at least attend the conference.
It's a pleasure to have you, Sanaa. Thanks a lot. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you very much.